My name's Claire Maisonnier. I'm from Australia.
My name's Ahmed.
My name is Kate Lonergan.
I come from the Gambia.
It was a nice day to die. The sky was light blue with fluffy clouds, the sun shivering like a balloon. The desert sand was light brown. There was no wind. I think in a way it says something of the power of the written word, that a federal prison is more afraid of illegal books than drugs and weapons. And I think that is hopeful, that they can jail journalists, but they can never succeed in jailing journalism.
Importantly, the humanitarian community must take a hands-off approach and acknowledge that while each local negotiation must be conducted very differently, it is necessary in order to be tailored towards the conflict parties of that specific locality.
Doing the course definitely has given me a little bit of perspective on that, in that, is that how I actually want to make my role in the peace world, or in making change? And is it actually the way to do it, in fact? And also just giving myself a little bit more perspective. It is very easy, because of how rigorous the process is to get this scholarship, to get a little consumed by how special you are.
I have a lot of young people involved, not just on the top levels where you make deals between governments and guerrilla leaders and so on, but also on the lower levels, how to make sure these conflicts don't escalate and find ways in which they can be reconciled and so on. So the challenge is really very big for the Rotary Peace Center here, but that is for the whole Rotary program on peace centers.
So after the Rotary Fellowship, I hope to become a diplomat, working for the Australian government and representing my country for high-level negotiations for peace and prosperity in the region and in the world.
Peace fellows are making and going to make in the future that will make a difference in the long run. And it may not show up on the evening news. Some of you may, some of you may not. But it's these long-term efforts, these small steps that really makes a difference.
Without the Rotary Peace Center and the support of Rotary International, there's no way I would have been able to get an internship with the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, and there's no way that I could have had an international experience like this one. I hope that in the future I can support the world the way the Rotary hopes that I can.
But today, Norchang Paul is a caretaker at Toslang Prison. And he told me that the most important thing he can do now is make this space beautiful, to transform this site of incredible grief, incredible suffering, a space that's responsible for the loss of both his parents, into a site of remembrance and education. And he says, being here at the memorial is like being a patient in a hospital bed, like a patient with an injury. But when I have friends and lots of people visiting, I feel relief. My suffering is seen. It's our job as practitioners to make sure that that remains in the hands of those most affected. Thank you.
I feel privileged to have been here for the whole day listening to the Rotary Peace Scholars who are studying at the Uppsala University.
I had the opportunity to interact with different people. I have the opportunity to actually look at things differently, like I used to do before.
I've gotten a chance to learn about a lot of new concepts while I've been here.